Hello everybody, good morning to you all. Normally I would call out everybody who's been in chat, but there are a ton of you, and if I try to call it all out, I'll probably be here for a while and I will mess it up. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you mods for being here. I appreciate you guys. We're just gonna get going. Thank you guys so much for showing up this morning. Are the servers still under maintenance? No. No, I think they came up around 11 AM my time. It was a normal maintenance today. Oh, they were only down for like 20 minutes, Steven? Oh. That's okay. It works out. Getting on at 11 is perfect. It gives me time to get home from taking my kid to school. I can walk the dog with my wife. I get to do a little workout. I get some chores done around the house, and by then it's 11 o'clock, and it's time to play WoW. What do we want to do to start things off? I bought a fishing pole. I need to close Overwolf so we don't have this distracting little button here. I don't even know what that button is. Is that Warcraft logs? Ugh. Exit. There we go. Alright, so Doomweed and Fields of Grief. I think I want to get these done before we go over to Durotar. And maybe we'll just jump right in today. Unfortunately, the Doomweed is up to the north, though. And to get to the Doomweed, we have to fight the Grave Robbers. Which I don't know if I want to do right now. Yeah, we're level 7, it's level 8. I'm going to say we don't do that right now. It's probably not a good idea. And then the pumpkins, we kind of want to wait until we can fight the warriors over there. Kind of pair those up together. Maybe we just go to Durotar and we do it that way. Do I like Durotar more? No, not really. I like them both about equally. Neither is my favorite starting zone. Durotar is very red, and Tirisfal is very gloomy. So, it's just different flavors. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave everything else here. I think we'll get on the Zep. We're not gonna make this Zep, are we? Did that just pull up? If it just pulled up, we might make it. More likely, we'll get to the top just as it pulls away. Yeah, exactly. Durotar is orange. It's very, very orange and red. So, okay. We might actually that might not be the right Zep. Oh, that's not the right Zep anyway. Okay, perfect. Look at that. We're right on time. That was the Stranglethorn Zep. Yeah. When I'm running up to the tower, I can never really tell the difference. Once I'm up here, I know what dock I want. But running at it from the distance, I never know. Durotar looks like Hellfire Ramparts. That's a good comparison. Like the color is kind of the same. The terrain texture is a little bit different, but yeah, there are parts that are very, very similar. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. Stortaz, you already died on the warrior? Yes, I already died on the warrior. Yeah. I let myself get distracted by trolls, and I got myself killed. It was a completely pointless death. Katie, the different colors, so green is members, and blue are moderators. So after I let myself get distracted by trolls yesterday, I decided that I needed some mods to help me manage that kind of thing, so that I don't have to click into chat to remove comments or remove humans. Now I have some mods who will, I'm sure they'll be happy to swing the ban hammer whenever I ask or whenever they see something that's not quite right, so that I don't have to get distracted and try to do it myself. Alex, good morning, man. Thanks for being here. Wouter, which hardcore server is my favorite? Are you asking me between Bloodcell Buccaneers and official? If that's the question, then I prefer official. Yeah, I prefer what we're doing here over solo self-found. We did a lot of solo self-found. It was really fun for a while. I think I probably like kind of burned myself out on solo self-found on the Paladin. I think that's probably like where I did kind of burn myself out. Carnifexia. I didn't see the death coming either because, like I said, by the time I looked back at the game, I had been playing the game, it probably looked like I was playing the game. But what was really happening is I was like muscle memory playing the game, and I was looking at chat. So I was surprised too, because I didn't even know where I was, why I was there, what was going on, or any of that stuff. I was as surprised as anybody else. Yeah, I saw like Centaur guy, and then I saw Puppo, and then I think we had at least one other. But yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I was paying attention to chat, and I wasn't looking at the screen. So that's what happened there. Alright. So, I have to remember what character I'm on. I have to remember we've done nothing here yet. Okay, we've done nothing here yet. Okay. I have to reorient. Yeah. Yeah, I realize that a lot of the time, not when I'm talking, but when I'm trying to like read a lot, when I'm trying to read every single comment, I spend a lot of time not looking at the game. Which I can do to some extent, but you don't want to do that in hardcore because you're gonna run into a bunch of mobs, and you're not gonna be ready. And so that's what happened. I learned a lot of lessons, and I've taken them to heart, and I'm hoping that they can help us not prevent death, because we'll probably die again. I'm fine with dying. I just don't want to die because I let myself get so distracted. I would be fine with any other form of death. Like if I overpull or I just get myself into a bad spot, I'm not going to be as upset as I was. Did I get the org flight point? No. No. We've done nothing here. We will get it eventually. Eventually we'll have a quest to go talk to Thrall about the Kultiris guys. And we'll get the flight point then, if I remember. I'm sure someone will remind me at the time. Ra, good morning, man. Thanks for being here. Wesley, hello. From Michigan to Brazil. Welcome to the stream. Was it just the 3 mobs? Kinkin, was it a centaur, his pet, and a hyena? That's kind of what I remember. I haven't gone back and watched it. It's too cringe for me to go back and watch. So I haven't watched it. But yeah, I think it was a centaur, his pet, and then a random hyena. Good luck, Ra. Yeah, it's tough. I wonder how many character deaths there have been now that we're on like day 5 or 6. I wish they would push out some more like stats. I wish we had like a dashboard on the Battle.net browser, like a dashboard we could look at every day that kept track of the character deaths. I also want some more granular data. I want to see how many people made one character, got it killed, and then never created another. I'd like to have that stat as well. I think that would be an interesting one. You think there was a raptor too? There's a raptor looking around? A raptor wanted to get in on it? 0 days since the last incident, yep. That's where we're at right now. 0 days. Alright. Time to look at the game a little bit. Yeah, these guys are level 8. This quest is, Oh, the quest is level 9. This could be one of those quests that like I probably shouldn't be doing, but we'll try to be careful. And we need water. Let's make some water. How many are we making? We're making 8 per cast. That's actually really good. Deathlog is an interesting add-on, not exactly what I'm describing, but it can give info on death both when they happen cumulatively. Deathlog? Okay. I might check it out. I would really like to get a readout of the people who have died in guild. Yeah, I really wish that the guild message of the day included a list of all the guildies that have been killed since the last time you logged a character out. So that every time you come back in, you can get updated. That would be really cool. Just to have at least have visibility on who's dying in the guild overnight and stuff like that. Tom, good morning, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hario, we lost to level 20 last night? Ooh. That hurts. We got a level 28, 26. Some of you guys are doing rather well. Some of you guys have obviously, like, not died yet. The guild name is HC Ramblers. Yep, just HC Ramblers. Simple, to the point. Ooh, we're in combat. This is a runaway type of situation, I think. I don't think I fight her, like, point blank to her face after she aggroed us. I think we just leash her. There we go. Stompy, you lost your level 13 druid and he was your bank alt? Wait. You don't play your bank alt. You don't play the bank alt. You let the bank alt sit safely in the city. That's what makes them a bank alt. That's sad, man. Yeah, you gotta park the bank alt and you gotta leave him be. Cause otherwise, yeah, you might get him killed. Jason, you had a meeting that could have been an email? Yeah, I remember those days. I don't miss them. It's probably going to take me a while to figure out, like, how to play the mage again. I hope I can live long enough to figure out, like... I hope I can live long enough to figure out how to live. Yeah. I guess that's it. Right now I need to focus on having, like, at least... Not max range, I'm never at max range, but I need to try to... I need to be as far away as I can possibly be. That's going to be crucial until we get Frost Nova. Ooh, big resist, that's not what you like. Jason, the membership on YouTube is like subs on Twitch. I'm pretty sure mine is like $2.99 or something. I have it set pretty low. YouTube wants me to charge like $5.99 for just a basic membership, but I didn't do that. I set it lower than that. All you get with that is, you know, you get your name in green, and you know, it's support for the channel. And I'll see it easier, although since you've been around so long, like, your name pops out to me anyway, so. Where did I get a wand so early? Someone sent me one in the mailbox, for which I was really, really grateful. I had sent myself one as well. I had one on the bank alt, and that was a shadow wand that I found on the warrior. But then somebody sent me the lesser magic wand, which is much better than the shadow wand. So, yeah. Go mailbox. It's good to be able to use it. Speaking of the wand, I should be using it a little bit more. Huggable Hedgehog, thank you so much for the membership, man. Welcome. Is a donation or membership better? I prefer. I mean, a donation is just like a donation that goes to PayPal. Then there's a super chat. The membership, you know, it gets your name in green, and you know, it would help me notice you and be able to interact with you a little bit more, especially when I'm like out in the world in like dangerous areas and I have to like split my attention between chat and actually playing the game. Whereas a donation is just like, here's some cash. Huggable, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'll be getting back to the immersive stuff soon. Right now, I'm kind of like sucked into hardcore. This happened when I started streaming the Pally too. I got really sucked into the Pally, and I kind of put the brakes on some of the immersive stuff for a little while. Also, what happens is like when there's a lot of hype for something like hardcore, like not as many people watch the immersive stuff, and so like not only am I sucked into hardcore, but like a lot of you guys seem to be as well. So sometimes I try to like focus what we're really into. Although I have been hankering to get back into some Warcraft 3. That's gonna happen soon. Camping King, Christopher. Good morning, guys. We got a chest here. Definitely a blue inside. Okay, some potions. That could be really good. Oh, we have some potions. I need to get these out to the bar. We're definitely going to be using them. That's level 8. Okay. We have a respawns behind us. J-Tom, thank you, man. Thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. This is a runaway situation for me. The only problem I foresee is if they don't leash before we aggro this one. Maybe we gotta fight it. Oh, good. They leashed really fast. Oh, that was super lucky. Super lucky. Dorsey, did I go again? Yes. Yes, we have gone again. And everything that entails. These bags are kind of respawning in this area. I guess it would be okay, like, if I can stop accidentally body pulling guys, it would be okay to hang out here for a minute. Professions for the mage, we're gonna do skinning and tailoring. I don't really want to do enchanting. A lot of people tell me that, like, besides the wands, even when you can level enchanting like all the way up, it's not really that great in Classic Era. So I don't really want to do enchanting. Carnifexia, thank you so much for the membership. Thanks for being here. Yes, David is right. Yeah, if you're trying to sign up for the membership on the iPhone, I don't think it works. I've had a couple people mention this, that they couldn't find how to be a member, that they couldn't see a button. And I think David has the right of it. Yeah. I think you have to be on a browser, or like Android phones might have a different policy because of the way that the Apple Marketplace works, and like David said, the cut that they take. Now I have competition back here, which is not what I want. And I have respawns. Oh, let's see. There we go. Boop. Thanks, Hunter, for saving me. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I meant to turn whispers off. Guys, I'm gonna do that now. I shouldn't have to even respond to whispers. It's another tactic to distract me. I get it. Let's create a new tab. Settings. Oh nope, that's not it. I need a new tab where I can only see guild chat, where I can't get whispered. And guys, like, yeah, best thing to do, like, if you whisper me, I'm not gonna see it. Not after right now. I won't see any whispers going forward. I'm trying to minimize like the amount of ways people can attempt to distract me, since it seems to be like a growing pastime among a small group of trolls. So let's just do this. I'll turn all this stuff off. Raids, probably don't have to worry about it. I'll keep party on for when we group up. Global channels, nothing. I do want to see experience, skill ups, item loot, and system messages. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good now. Now we're safe. Let's go check the other direction. I feel like there's another area with the bags. Watchman Lyra, thank you for the membership. I appreciate you being here. There aren't many on this side at all, it doesn't seem. Yeah, trolls try to ruin the experience. What I'm learning, though, is that we don't have to let them. I'm learning that we don't have to let them. I'm coming to peace with the fact that, like, I don't have to respond. I don't even have to see it. It doesn't have to, like, even touch me at all. And then they'll go back to their sad little troll holes in the moldy darkness. Yeah, having mods is awesome. I appreciate all the mods. I kind of just, like, I didn't even ask a lot of them. Some of them volunteered, some of them I just made them mods. So, it's like basically, if you've been around for a while and I know you're level-headed, like, I made a bunch of people mods. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. I can look away from chat and I don't have to worry that, like, some heinous stuff's gonna happen, that I'm not gonna see it. I could just kind of, like, play the game a little bit more, you know? Jason, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, swing the hammer freely. If there's something you don't like, it catches you the wrong way, or even like you're not sure of the intention of the statement and it confuses you, oh, that's a ban hammer. Yeah. And like, and guys, like, don't even bother about like just removing the one thing. Just remove person from channel. Hide user from channel is the option that you want. You don't have to like give them a timeout. You don't have to just remove that comment. If something's off, just we go all the way and just hide user from channel. It's a scorched earth policy. How many more do we need? One more. Okay, we could probably find one more, although these guys might have just cleared them all out. Lots of people here. Oh god, instant respawns. Oh, jeez. Ooh, there's one right here, so if I clear this guy, Gale, Harpy, we can grab this, we can get out of here. This is not like a super safe place to be. Hyperspawns got you twice, Rob? Man, hyperspawns are kind of out of control. It's kind of crazy. All we can do is like, you just like accept that it's part of the difficulty of the game mode, but the game is already pretty punishing when it comes to not dying, so now there's hyperspawns all the time, and it's like, oh, okay. Wonderful. I'm assuming the named guys are also still hyperspawning. By design now. Yeah, that's kind of, listen, it's the scary part about playing on a mage. Because, like, even if my health is fine, like, let's say my HP is fine, and we get hyperspawns, like, I can't just keep fighting them the way I did on the warrior. Like, on the warrior, you can just keep if your health is fine, you keep fighting the hyperspawns, and you're okay. The mage is going to run out of mana. And then we're not going to be able to fight our way out. That's kind of what I worry about on the mage. At least until we get Frost Nova and Blink. Blink is dangerous too. You could Frost Nova Blink and then Blink right into another group of hyperspawns. That'll probably happen. Jason, I got the Night Elf Hunter killed that way, just kind of like, I attacked a guy that was a few levels too high and like didn't really realize that he was a few levels too high and just got killed by a crab. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing. We're not doing securing the lines right now. Let's head down, we gotta head down to Sen'jin Village, we gotta head down to Razor Hill, we gotta go. I probably should not have even done this quest up here, but you know, it was right in front of me, how could I resist? Yeah, Powell, the warrior died. I got distracted by trolls yesterday afternoon. And I got us killed. Yeah, it sucked, but I learned a lot of lessons. And I have mods now. I feel like it had to happen. Like, the way things are, like... I feel like without that happening, I wasn't gonna learn the lessons I needed to learn. About how to, like, change a couple things. John, good morning, man. Thanks for being here. Polymorph at 8 and Frost Nova at 10. Good, good, good. We're getting closer to having some kind of way to save ourselves. Yeah, if you know, it would have been so much more harmful, like, emotionally, if I didn't come up with, like, a lesson from it. I had to, like, think about it for a while. I talked to my wife. She was able to, like, be a sounding board and, like, a voice of reason for me while I, like, worked through, like, what had happened, why it happened, what I could do differently in the future. And then I came on stream last night and talked it out with you guys, and that was, like, that was what I needed to do to be able just to move forward, you know? I almost took a little nap after it. I laid down in the bed for a bit before I had to go get my son. But yeah, I didn't take a full-on nap, but it was the most difficult death to process. Oh, look, we got one, guys. we caught one in guild. We caught one. We know what to do. Where is he? I want the pleasure. Alphabetical order. Alright. I don't see him. Somebody got him. Okay. I should let you guys handle that too. That that was the guy who whispered me when I changed my my tab to not have whispers. That's the same guy. Oh, I love it. This is gonna be fun because now I don't really have to deal with it. I'll remind myself I don't have to deal with it in guild either. But you guys can deal with it in guild too. I'm just gonna start taking it as a compliment that there are people out there that hate me so much and hate themselves so much that that's how they want to spend their time. I just have to take it as like a compliment. Like, thank you for caring so much about me in your negative way. I really appreciate it. Alright, so we picked all this stuff up. I don't want to do this yet. I think we need to come down to Senjin Village. Oh, my dog is barking. What a surprise. What a surprise, guys. My big dog is barking at stuff. Very awesome. If there's trolls, you're doing something right, or you're lost in Durotar. Yes, you took a wrong turn at Razor Hill. Yeah, it just is a thing that happens, I guess. I've always had like a couple of trolls now and again, but it used to be like every other stream I'd get a troll. Recently, it's been like every hour. It's been every hour. YouTube doesn't compensate me the more trolls I get, unfortunately. There's no increased compensation. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that, Clint. I can get you officer. What's the name? Navy, Federal. Gotcha. Let's see. Boop. Boop. If anybody else has an alt, if any other officers have alts that, you know, you died, you had to go again, let me know. And let me know either in chat or in guild chat, and I'll get you back up to officer. Yeah, that's the one thing about, like, you know, about hardcore is like, yeah, I have officers, but then if you guys have to go again, then we have to, like, we gotta get you back up to officer. How are they trolling me? They're just saying stupid stuff. You know, sometimes they will say things that they know or they think will trigger me. But a lot of it's just, like, heinous, stupid crap, either in chat or whispered or in guild. Just standard troll stuff, I think. Vern, yes. I wish it would stay alphabetical. It doesn't seem to, oh, there we go. It's just reverse. What am I looking for? Oh, you're probably not online, that's why. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Yes, Varg, exactly. Yes, you nailed it. You nailed it. Yep, and I just, like, you know, I just have to laugh at it now, because I can't respond to it, and now that I have some mods, and I have officers, like, I also, not only do I not have to respond to it, I don't have to take the actions. I don't have to take the necessary actions. And I'm also, like, kind of picking and choosing the times that I, like, just engage more in general, because I tend to have a bad habit of trying to engage, like, every single chat that I see as much as I can. But doing that isn't really realistic when I'm out in the world, like, around enemies that can kill me. Robert, good morning, man. Thanks for being here. We're not going to the Valley of Trials. We don't need to do that. Let's head this way. You know, I probably could have, like, picked up skinning at some point. Did I pick up skinning? I did, didn't I? I did pick up skinning. Okay, we're good. We're good. I must have did that last night. They want attention. Yeah, the funny thing about spamming in like guild chat is like the stream doesn't even see guild chat. You're not gonna get any attention really, like, or any real visibility. And it's funny because they can't say anything too bad in game because they don't want to get banned. So like the things that they can say are just like really stupid childish things that don't even make sense. Because they can't say anything too awful within the guild chat. Because, you know, they want to keep playing the game. Because they don't have anything else going on. But they want to troll me a little bit too. It must be tough. Robert, no problem, man. You don't have to even worry about it. You're blue now, so now I can see you because now you're blue. Which is more important than being green. In the case where we're dealing with trolls a lot. I'll take care of this one personally. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just don't know. If I don't, that's what I mean, guys. Like, what just like, if I don't know or I'm not sure why, then I go for the ban hammer. If I look at a name or a statement and I don't know or I'm just not sure why, I'm not gonna wait for it to become clear to me. And so you guys should do that too. What I just did. If you see something that you're like, what? Why? Just remove from channel. And I'll never question what you've done. I'll never be like, why'd you ban that person? I probably won't even notice, and I'll be happier for it. Amy, I don't know, and hence, hence what I did. Yeah, and that's the lesson I want the mods to learn from. Is that I'm not gonna group right now because we're looking for drops off the ground. I think. Are we looking for drops over here? Yeah, we're looking for mucus. I don't want to share my drops. Yeah, reported also. Fair, yeah. Yeah, and so that's what I mean, guys. Like, anything weird, just hide them from the channel. Yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely the best way to do it. Wolfheart, just trolls being trolly, man. We've had a lot of troll action. Well, I'm trying to take it as like a compliment. I want to say it's because the channel's getting bigger, but like when the YouTube stats reflect that, I'll let you guys know. Because so far they don't. The streams have been doing pretty well, but like, I don't know if it's enough to justify so many trolls. It could be that the hardcore, like as a game type, is really popping off, so like more people are finding their way here accidentally. It could just be that. And they're just like, look at this guy. This guy's not going to do anything. And then we just kick him. Yeah, Anubis, in person, these people are probably like super polite to everyone they encounter. Or they're just like the people that just don't go out in public a lot, you know? It could be one or the other. But yeah, usually trolls are not like trolls in person, obviously. Part of it is why they are so aggressive as trolls on the internet. Because like in real life they probably just kind of feel helpless, powerless, you know, probably empty inside. Just a big gaping void inside of them where like emotions and like functionality used to reside. And so that's why they become internet trolls. It's the one thing they can do to feel like they can affect anything about their life or anybody else's life. They're like, I can throw some negative vibes at somebody, and that's all they can do. So they do that, you know. Red Robin, essentially yes. I believe that like the spirit of that is accurate. And it probably twists a person in some way once they start taking pleasure from that kind of thing. it probably irrevocably twists you as a human being. Like, you could probably come back, you know? You could probably come back from it. But part of me thinks that, like, once a troll, always a troll. Because I don't know if you ever come back from that. 90% trolls in real life, yeah, are 13-year-olds? Yeah, probably. Or they're just people who never, like, emotionally matured past that point. And there are plenty of people who are adults, like, technically adults, but who completely stopped, like, emotionally maturing at the start of high school. Yeah, J-Tom, that's one of the lessons that's been hardest learned for me, is that you can't troll a troll. Because I was used to dealing with people in person, I was used to dealing with people in classes, in classroom settings, and in that kind of setting, like, I could basically shut any shenanigans down. But yeah, on the internet, you can't troll a troll, you can't reply to a troll, you're not gonna win. If you do anything to a troll, like interacting with them, then you're playing their game already. So yeah. Yeah, this area is like a mini Stranglethorn Vale, tucked away in Durotar. I think the tile set over here on the Echo Isles is actually the Stranglethorn tile set. That's a good point, Carnifexia. Yeah, they can't get any reaction or anything at all from the bigger people. That makes a lot of sense. And I need to be more like that, whereby eventually we don't even talk about it, you know, where it's just something that happens. Like when somebody farts in a room, in a close room, and you just kind of you ignore it even though it happened. Like, that's what we have to treat it as. It's just like a fart in an elevator. Yeah, it's disturbing, but like, what's the point of talking about it? How good is Bear Tank? We tanked a couple of hardcore dungeons on the Bear Tank. We did RFC and Wailing Caverns. I thought it was okay. You don't really, until you get Swipe, you don't have any AoE. But you do have a taunt, I believe, and that's more than the Paladin ever gets. So that's something. Also, as a Bear Tank, I feel like you're less reliant on gear. So you're not super reliant on a weapon. I don't think you're super reliant on gear as a Bear Tank, so that's one positive thing. Farts aren't disturbing. If you're stuck in an elevator and it's a nasty one, it can be. You guys got that one. But yeah, that's what's been going on. You guys get the gist of it. Oh, I love it. It's so good. And thank you to all the trolls for being here in the chat, lurking today. I appreciate you helping with the algorithm. Yeah, the channel's small, so any help with the algorithm, I appreciate it. Oh, we get more breath as an undead. I forgot about that. Ashbad, thank you so much for the membership, man. I appreciate it. And winter's coming. Winter is coming. It is. Someday. On the islands here, we're looking for eggs. We're looking for tail lasher eggs. And we're looking for tigers. Do I want to be doing this one now, though? I'm not sure. Wolfheart, where did I get the Horde and Alliance flags? My wife got them for me on Amazon. Yep. They are pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I have, Katie, I'm pretty sure my membership is set at like $2.99. YouTube recommended $4.99 or $5.99. I remember I set it lower than that because I was like, nah. I don't see any eggs over here. And yeah, there's like on the iPhone, I guess it doesn't let you, oh, you're a maid bug because you don't like coming into the water. On the iPhones, it doesn't let you do the membership because of the way like Apple requires a cut of anything spent through its apps, which apparently includes the YouTube app. So they just don't have the ability to have membership signups on the YouTube app or on the Apple YouTube app, I guess, because Apple, you know, is weird. That's like 15 tins of baked beans from Aldi. Fair. Yeah, I need those baked beans. My kid loves beans. Franzo, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for being here. Greetings from Michigan to Germany. Marlena, thank you so much for the membership. I appreciate that. Thank you. I guess inevitably we'll get to do Ragefire Chasm again. Someday. This mage is doing pretty good so far of like not going all the time. That's been fun. I wonder how long that's gonna last. Probably until like level 10. Yeah, the Pally didn't die. I retired him. Exactly. Marlena's got it. He's on the man crit cluster now. I'll probably never play him again, but he's not dead, and I didn't delete him or anything. He taught me a lot about solo self-found. No eggs here either? Okay. Let's see. Maybe we should probably swim back across the water here, and we'll go back to the crawler mucus and intact Makura eyes. Can you transfer the pally here? I don't think so, no. I think they would have like planned for that. No, they let me pick the Mankrik cluster. I don't remember what other choices I had. I wonder if the free servers off of Bloodsail and stuff are still there. You know, they were offering like free unlimited transfers off of Bloodsail and Hydraxian Waterlords. Pretty sure Blizzard wanted to return those servers to their RP communities. Pretty sure they were both roleplay servers. Gim, do we get Kona Cold in vanilla? Is Kona Cold in vanilla? I guess I didn't realize that. For some reason I thought Kona Cold was something they made up later. Huh. Oh, we dinged. Yeah, I'm paying attention to the game. Yeah, we dinged, obviously. Level 8, which means... Oh, the mage trainer is in Senjin Village. That's actually really good. It's a good time to hit level 8. Because we have a mage trainer like somewhere behind us, I think. Level 26 for Kona Cold. Okay. Well, that's super exciting. I am excited for that. Let's hit up the trainer. Let's do this. There we go. Professions, I do need to track my professions here. Ooh, it's being weird. There we go. Fishing, cooking, skinning, tailoring. Okay, we're good. Julie, as of right now, it's not only for members. As of right now. It depends on, like, you know, we invite people who come into chat and they throw down their character name and we invite you. And then we see how it goes. But yeah, right now the guild is not members only. I had thought about that. I don't like restricting everything to members only. Like, I don't want to do members only chat. I don't really want to do members only guild. I will if I have to. If it gets to a point where I feel like I have to, I would. I just don't want to. But what I've been learning recently is that sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do in order to, like, improve the overall quality of stuff. Alright, so we got arcane missiles, which is cool, but we're probably not going to use it a lot. I'll fire it off a couple times so you guys can see it. Polymorph is going to be amazing. We're going to put that right here. And then we got Frostbolt rank 2 needs to come out to the bar. And we should be good. Awesome sauce. Yeah, I don't really think the guild will ever really have to be members only, just because, like, there's nothing anybody can do. There's no guild bank, so there's, like, besides spamming chat for 2 seconds before someone kicks you, there's really not a lot a person can do, like, within the guild itself. Just because there's not a guild bank. There's no guild bank in vanilla, sadly. I do need to put the, no, that's the thing. I thought about putting the Discord info into the guild information. But, if we are inviting non-members to the guild, I really don't want to have to worry about my Discord again. Because my Discord got blew up once by a troll. And I deleted everything and got it down to just like one general chat room now that's cleaned. But yeah, I would love for people to be able to be in the Discord, but 2 things about Discord is that, like, firstly, unless I'm going into voice comms, I'm not really much of a Discord person. And secondly, like, I just don't know about the integrity of my Discord. If I put the Discord info into the guild information, I don't know if that's, like, still it has integrity. It's not, yeah, it's not there right now, because I haven't put it in there. Because I've been thinking about, you know, the fact that, like, we are just allowing, like, anybody to come into the guild as long as they have good behavior. But it's probably pretty easy to like feign good behavior for a little bit, get into somebody's Discord, and then wreak havoc there. So, I kind of like I said, I'm not a big Discord person. It's too much like Microsoft Teams / social media for me. And like, I had my time with Microsoft Teams in corporate America, and I'm not much of a social media person in general. Yeah, I think that right now, like, and I don't have it set up yet, but yeah, I'm not inviting to the Discord right now, because yeah, it would probably be members only. And I'd have to find a good place to put that. I have to take a look at where I could put a members only link for the Discord. I like the idea of the Discord existing for you guys, even if like if you want to use the voice chats and stuff like that to hang out. But I'm not on there a lot. And so for me, like, having it be very limited is better, because that way I don't have to really monitor it. Same thing on Discord, like I don't have any moderators on Discord. So it's open to the same kinds of shenanigans. Katie, have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I didn't end up booting anybody out of the Discord, except for the person that was causing problems initially. At first I thought I would have to purge it, but then like after that one person was gone, it was fine. And so I never purged the Discord. I just had to delete all the existing rooms. That was all. That was unpleasant enough. Wolfheart. I'm just wearing an Under Armour tank top, man, because it's like one of those days where we have the air off, but because I have the air off, it gets kind of warm in my office. So yeah, I'm just trying to be comfortable and not be sweaty. I'm pretty lazy about like getting dressed in general. Basically what I wear in a day is the clothes that I can work out in. And so like when I wake up in the morning, I get dressed for my workout. and no matter when I work out that day, that's pretty much what I wear the whole day. The only difference would be like, you know, if I had to go to like parent-teacher conferences at my kid's school, then I'd put on some jeans and maybe a polo or something. But like basically I just get dressed in whatever my workout clothes are. Typically I have a sweater on because usually with the air on it gets super cold down here, but with the air off, the opposite happens. And when I started streaming initially, and I decided to turn the face cam on, I had to tell myself that I wasn't going to care about what I wore. I wasn't going to care about my clothing. I wasn't going to go back to a life where, like, I had to, like, iron my clothes each day and pick out my outfits. Like, I had to, like, tell myself that I wasn't going to do any of that stuff. And I had to stick to it. Because I feel like that's something that can make it feel like a job, as opposed to us just hanging out. We got the flags on Amazon. They're cloth banners, which I guess is what a flag is. But Is there a class that only Horde have in Classic? Yes, they have the Shaman, and the Alliance have Paladin. And that changed in Burning Crusade. So it changed really quickly in WoW's life. But yeah, for a little while, Horde had Shaman, Alliance had Paladin. Everybody was unhappy. You know, the Alliance thought that the Paladins were too good for the Horde to have. The Horde thought that Paladins were too good for the Alliance, you know. I probably said that wrong. But you get the point, yeah. Each side thought that they, like, didn't have the good thing. I think for Alliance, like, Alliance didn't have Bloodlust. Was that what it was? Like, without a Shaman, they didn't have Bloodlust? And so that's why, like, a lot of Alliance players were bent out of shape. I don't know what Paladin had that, like, Horde wanted. I think people on the Horde just wanted to be a Paladin. And so they fixed it right away in Burning Crusade with the new races, with the Blood Elves and the Draenei. You guys can't keep talking about the orcs, because, like, man, I was starting to grow an attachment to that orc. And I didn't think I was going to like it at first, because I like, traditionally I don't play orcs. But something about, like, the body type B orc warrior, it just worked. The animation swings were so good. And it just, like, it felt right. It just felt right. This will probably start to feel good too, but it'll probably take a while. She did have some hips, yeah. She had a good run animation too. Did we aggro that guy? I did aggro this guy. How rude. We could probably kill him. There we go. Carnifexia, the Blood Elves open their mouth when they're riding mounts, and you don't like that? That's a very specific thing. I don't think I've ever panned around while riding a mount to look at my character's face. Now I feel like there's a whole aspect of the game that I haven't been seeing. I pan around the character a lot, but I don't think I've ever done it while on a mount. Our girl here is just like a mouth breather. She doesn't seem to ever close her mouth. So, I mean, I guess being undead, she doesn't need to breathe at all, so... Just put on a helmet. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I've ever panned around while on a mount, period. Which is interesting, because I usually do a lot of stuff with the camera, especially in the immersive stuff. I tend to try to do a little bit of camera work. But now while mounted. Humans look backwards on mounts? Man, you guys are noticing a lot of, like, mount weirdness that I've never noticed before. Huh. Human males constantly keep their right shoulder loose while riding a mount, like just kind of like hanging a little bit. Weird. You think the breathing that the undead do is like habitual? Yeah, it's just a habit. Like they don't have to breathe, but they just do it anyway. That's a good point. Like, yeah, if they have a brain, if their brain is still intact, then they have all the same, like, functions. So it would still try to beat the heart, it would still try to pump the lungs. So that makes sense. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to, like, what characters do on mounts, is apparently what you guys are telling me. Robert, yes, the floating ponytails are awesome. Yeah, our priest, our human priest had a floating ponytail whenever she would cast, like a long cast. Yep, I think anything with like a ponytail, like if you're a caster, it'll float, which is a really cool effect that I didn't notice until we were on the human priest. Yep, it's awesome. Even our ponytail on the orc, like I feel like when we were casting our Hearthstone and stuff, I feel like her ponytail would float. It's really cool. And it's like only the ponytails like have physics like that. I don't think that like the long hair, I don't think it has any physics. It doesn't seem to have any physics to it. Which is weird. Yeah, there's no barber shop. Barbershop got put in... Was it Wrath of the Lich King that put in the barbershop? I feel like it was Wrath. Interestingly, like originally in the barbershop, like you couldn't change your body type. But when they put it into Wrath Classic, since it was a retail feature now in Wrath you can change your body type as well as other cosmetic options, which was not originally a thing you could do. It's interesting when they choose to be no changes and when they choose to be all changes, but they don't talk about it. Yeah, you gotta be careful in vanilla in the character creator, because if you create a character that you hate the look of, you're gonna have to delete it. There's no way to change it. Yeah, Carnifexia, I don't want to jinx this character, but yeah. I might if I have to do another one, I'll do Orc Rogue. I think I would do. I don't know if I would go Warrior Gun. I probably should just go Warrior Gun, but if I have to do another, if somehow we die, which we won't, you know. If somehow we die, I'll probably do body type B Orc Rogue. And I think that would be just as cool as the Warrior, if not cooler. That's like, you know, and I don't plan for characters to die, but I do think ahead a little bit. Usually I don't like playing the Forsaken just because of like the bones and stuff, but like casters are good. I can play Forsaken typically if I'm a caster. I can kind of overlook some stuff. This eyeball does not want to drop for us. Yeah, if you guys could, when you get invited to the guild and you get bumped up to member, go ahead and add a note in your name panel so we can see what your chat name is. If your character name is different than your chat name. I know some of you guys got like the same name going on. But if your character name is different than your name in chat, put a note in your character name about what your name is in chat. Alright, we got it. We got 4 out of 4. We got the eyeballs, we got the mucus. Let's see. What do we want to do now? I don't think we're ready to go after Zalzane yet. But then again, I'm not really sure what else we would do. We could go back to Tirisfal. We could do that. I don't think we want to do the Sailors yet. That place was a really bad cluster last time we were there. Let's try to get the eggs and the tigers we need. And then maybe we'll hold off on the rest of Echo Isles. Did I see Swifty brought level 1s to Gurbashi Arena to fight for the chest? I don't know what a Swifty is. Is that some kind of like cleaning tool? Or is that like a Swiffer wet jet? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a person. Okay. it's a person. It must be a streamer. Yeah. I know more about cleaning equipment than I do streamers. So. Yeah. He's a top PvP streamer. That explains a couple of things. Yeah, like firstly, I don't know a lot of streamers. Secondly, I've never PvP'd a lot in WoW. It's never been a side of the game that I've been able to get into. Not because I tried it and hated it, but just because I haven't spent any time doing it. So yeah, I've never really had the opportunity to even get into PvP. I'm sure I'd be bad at it because I'm an old person. I probably don't have like the reflexes necessary to like be good at it. Yeah, I only watch a couple. When it comes to like streamers or YouTubers, there's only a couple people that I really watch. Just a lot of it's like time. I don't have time to watch a lot of stuff. Yeah, I need to be on the lookout for these eggs. I feel like there's a lot of people here, and like they're getting the eggs first. Mystic T, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate your content. Good luck out there. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. The eggs are kind of hard to notice, unless you're zoomed in, which you don't typically want to be. Yeah, I've never watched anybody else stream WoW, and I've never watched any other, like, WoW playthroughs. Even, like, the Asmongold content I watch is not him streaming. I just watch some of his opinion pieces. Or some of his reaction pieces, I guess. I call them opinion pieces. But I guess people call them react videos. Thanks, Tim. Yeah. Oh, we got one. Oh, thank you, somebody. Thank you, Warlock Buddy, for stopping us from getting attacked in the back. I appreciate it. Julie, get some sleep, girl. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We'll return the favor here. We'll save this guy's imp from being obliterated. Oh, we lost the eggs! No! Conti, how dare you? Okay, moving on. So we got all the tigers. We are just looking for 2 more eggs. We have 1 egg. Perfect. Tweety, why doesn't he play? You just get tired of it? He's bored? Has he played Classic and gotten bored, or is he like retail bored? Or is he bored of all of it? That can happen. Alex, I did train level 8. Yeah, I actually did. And the only reason I did was because we had a mage trainer right behind us when we leveled. Otherwise, it would not have gotten done. It was like very convenient to have the mage trainer down here. He likes first-person shooters, things that make him scream at the computer. Oh, that doesn't seem better. I don't know, like, I'd rather be a little bored than, like, be angry, you know what I mean? Yeah. I can't play things like that. Like, I tried to play Overwatch back in the day, and that was, like, kind of the same thing. I never screamed at my computer, but I'd feel my blood pressure go up when someone would just, like, crush me out of existence, and I couldn't discern what had happened. Like, I never got to the yelling at the computer part, but, like, yeah, trying to play Overwatch back in the day, I was like, oh yeah, hey, Overwatch will be fun, and it's like, no, it's not fun, you're garbage at it. When you're garbage at it, it's not fun. I tell them to get into League of Legends. You know, strangely, I was much better at Heroes of the Storm than I was at, like, Overwatch, because the first-person stuff's all, like, hyper-reactive, really good reflexes, immaculate aiming. Like, I don't have any of those skills. But, like, a MOBA seemed like it was a little bit of a slower pace. You just had to, like, understand your role, understand the map mechanics, and, like, just generally have a good idea of what's going on the map. Which was easier for me than having, like, quick reactions and stuff like that in a first-person shooter. Yeah, J-Tom, that's a good point. That is kind of what got me into Heroes of the Storm. Is obviously, like, I played a bunch of Warcraft 3 when I was younger. I played StarCraft 2, and, like, the view of the MOBA and moving the unit was kind of similar to, like, moving a hero unit in, like, an RTS. And there are no RTSs really anymore. Like, unless you count Age of Empires, which is still hanging in there. They did Age of Empires 4. That was okay. But yeah, they don't make a lot of RTSs anymore. So, like, yeah, I think a lot of RTS players, like, maybe they turn to, like, MOBAs. It's not like we're ever getting a StarCraft 3 or a Warcraft 4, so it was really sad that, like, in light of that, like, Blizzard still did not, like, keep supporting Heroes of the Storm. Because you'd think if you're not going to have any more RTS, it's like, okay, just keep investing in your MOBA. So what your MOBA didn't kill League of Legends? Like, it's not going to kill League of Legends. Like, it was so sad when they just, like, gave up on it. Someone at Activision determined that it wasn't bringing in the dollar bucks that they needed it to. The Carnifexia, you missed out on something great with StarCraft. Especially, like, playing StarCraft 1, like, back around the time that it came out, was, like, it was a mind-blowing experience. It's so sad what they did to that game, and, like, the fact that there is not going to be any more StarCraft. It's crazy. It's crazy, like, thinking back about how amazing StarCraft was. And to think that there just is no more StarCraft. It's just a dead IP. It's hard to even process sometimes. Warcraft 3 was really, really big for me, but, like, I was used to, like, Blizzard games at that point, and I was used to them kind of being good, because I'd played StarCraft, I'd played Brood War, and so, like, yeah, like, Warcraft 3 was an amazing game, but I kind of expected it to be good. So, like, it met my expectations and exceeded them. But when I played StarCraft, the last game I had played like that was, like, Age of Empires when it had first come out when I had been much younger. And I loved Age of Empires. And so then to go from that to, like, later finding StarCraft, because, I was a big fan of sci-fi, I was a big fan of, like, the Aliens movies. And yeah, it was just incredible. It was a lot of things that came together that made it so special. Maybe after we finish our Warcraft 3 campaign, we do some StarCraft. Oh man, it'd probably be amazing to go back and play the original StarCraft again in Brood War. That's assuming you can still buy them on Battle.net, which maybe you can't, I have no idea. I own StarCraft 2 on my current account. I don't know if I own StarCraft 1 on my current account. I don't think I had that account when I would have been playing that game. The last time I played StarCraft, I would have installed it off CDs. That's how long ago it was. You bought the remaster last week? Ooh, there's a remaster. So tell me the remaster isn't like Reforged level or remaster, that it's just like shiny or better resolution stuff. Yeah, but I would, man, I gotta play some more War 3. I gotta get back into doing some more War 3. So we can see the campaign. Cause I would love to like play StarCraft and Brood War again. Just the visuals, awesome. Yeah, I'd love to play that again and like have it on the channel for people to see. The StarCraft remaster is good. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I haven't played Reforged with the updated graphics on. I think the next episode of War 3 I do, I'm gonna flip on the Reforged graphics. Just to see them. I know that they're like people are not big fans of them and stuff, but I've had a couple comments like people just wanting to see it. Like wanting to see the difference. So I think just for like the next episode of War 3, for that episode I'll flip on the Reforged graphics just so we can look at them. I know they're probably nobody's favorite, but I've had a couple people like wanting to see them, and I've never seen them in game. I've seen like video and stuff, but I've never seen them actually played with it on like that. I can't believe I'm still looking for this egg. It's a wild egg hunt, yeah. It's sort of like a wild sheep chase, but with eggs. Robert, welcome back. Alex, your PC goes bonkers when you turn on the Reforged graphics? Is it not optimized well? Maybe it's just not optimized well. Oh, look at that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, well that took some time. We're level 8. I still don't think we take on Zalazane yet. Let's head back. We'll get this stuff turned in. We'll head up the Razor Hill. And then we'll kind of take stock of where we're at. It might be a good time for us to bounce back over to Tearsfall Glades. We can do Doomweed, we can do Pumpkins. We should be able to grab the quest to kill the Scarlet Warriors that are out near the Fields of Grief. Oh, we have it already. There it is. It's just, yeah, I'm just not looking. I kind of wish we could like click and drag and move the quest objectives around in the list. That would be really cool. Whitney, good morning. Good afternoon now, I think, actually. You haven't missed a lot. We haven't had, like, any super close calls. Just some, relatively chill questing here on the Echo Isles. The quest back in Death Knell? Like the one at the gate to, like, into the next area? Like this one right here? A rogue's deal? We'll be over that way. We could grab it when we're over in the Fields of Grief. Yeah, we'll grab it when we're out there. I think we'll be heading that way next. It's weird because the Doomweed is level 6, but yeah, there's like higher level guys up there and then Maggot Eye. So I kind of want to hold off on that one. Alright, we got the really sticky glue. We want to keybind that. You know, that's the thing is like I'm pretty sure we had really sticky glue on the warrior, and I just like blanked. Would it have saved us? Ah, yeah, it could have. The sticky glue could have saved the warrior. If I had decided to run quickly enough, sticky glue could have saved us. Do we want to do the attack plans? Not really. I don't really want to do the attack plans. Oh, we're still at the Gallows End Tavern. That's going to be perfect for traveling back. That's going to be perfect. Yeah, the Barrens is a beautiful zone. Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes people get Barrens burnout because you do spend a lot of time there. But yeah, yeah, it looks good. It looks good today, especially. I'm looking forward to getting into the Barrens and spending a nice long while there, because part of that implies that we've lived for a nice long while, which would be good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go horde like for the next few characters. Like, there's probably there's an eventuality where like I do some alliance stuff if I get characters killed. If I keep getting characters killed, which we're not gonna do, then there's an eventuality where I would play alliance. There's also eventuality where I get a character to like level 40 on the horde side, and I want to let them get a little bit arrested, and then we fire up an alliance playthrough. There's that happy path, you know. We're like, we're fine on this character, but we're at a point where she could use some rested XP. And then I wouldn't mind having an alliance character. Why do all the horde races have bad backs? Yeah, that's a good question, right? Orcs are hunched, trolls are double hunched, and then, you know, on the undead you have a spine protruding from you, and you're also hunched. So, it's a good question. I don't know. The Tauren are not well, the Tauren aren't really hunched. They just move like they're moving through molasses. Because they're monstrous? Yeah. Yeah, they're the evil races, except they're not evil. But, you know, they kinda are. Yeah. I mean, the Blood Elves did good by the Horde to give them, like, a pretty race. Because, yeah, they don't have any pretty races. You know, that's why you do like body type B orc, body type B troll, and at least then they don't have hunchbacks. At least then their spine seems to work. I don't know why the anatomy would be so different between male and female. Like, why would the male troll be in the posture he's in? And then the female troll is basically just a night elf with big toes. Like, I don't I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. They all have gamer posture. Fair. Whitney, you have a hurricane incoming? That sounds really scary. Be careful. I don't think I have the mental fortitude to live in a place that could get hurricanes. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could live anywhere where I might have to evacuate due to a weather thing. That would like drive me crazy. Oh, we can equip these now. Yeah, let's we don't really need spirit, we determine, but hey, it's better than not having any stats. Alright, with this stuff done, with everything done, for now, I think we go back to Tearsfall Glades. I think we're good to go back. Yeah, I think like I should have had a roster part. Like I had an idea before Hardcore came out that I would make a party of five horde adventurers, and that we would work through them all until they were all dead, and then if they all died, we'd go alliance. And so this is party member number 2. So we had warrior. Now we're on mage. The next one would probably be rogue. Yeah, I'm thinking like orc rogue. And then that leaves 2 more slots for the 5-man party of imaginariness. We have quest inside the inn. Alright, we're gonna head out to the west. Tactical, those are both good ideas. Oh, okay. Charm, fear, or sleep. Got it. A lot of resist here. It's probably because we don't have the wand all the way leveled up. Probably a good time to make some food. There we go. I did realize you guys are talking about like playing at night and stuff and like the vibes. I realized that because Skull Rock is a West Coast server, that I'm probably never going to play during a time when it's night in the zones. Because the West Coast server is actually 3 hours behind my local time. And it doesn't get dark in the World of Warcraft until like 9 o'clock server time. 9 o'clock server time would be midnight my time. And I don't think I've ever played at midnight. Not since I was in my 20s. And so that's kind of one negative thing about being on a West Coast server that I like just didn't think about. I'm like, oh, I won't get to like really play at night. If we end up doing anything on Alliance, we'll check out Defias Pillager server. Just to kind of see like, are they comparable? I still don't think we have any actual stats as far as like server populations. I really want to see how the factions played out across the 2 different servers. But I'm not sure that Warcraft Tavern, which is the site I usually use, I don't know if they have any stats yet. Steven, the channel changes that I talked about last stream, yeah, mainly it was that I have to stop trying to reply to every single thing in chat. Especially when I'm out fighting. I need to make sure that my eyes are on the game more, and that means that I can't reply to trolls. I can't read everything. I can't reply to everything. And I have moderators now, so that if something has to happen in chat, if something has to be deleted, if a person has to be removed, now I don't have to do that myself. It became a distraction. Between me replying to stuff that I should just ignore, and then me trying to delete and remove people from chat, it became a distraction that got me killed. And so the changes are that like basically I need to focus more on the game. Unless we're in a safe area, like if we're running on a road, or if we're standing in town, or we're on a flight point, then I can reply to more. But, you know, when I'm out and it's dangerous, I'm glancing at chat, and mainly, obviously, like, my eyes are being drawn to members, my eyes are being drawn to names that I know that have been around the channel for a while. And I have to let some things go, that, you know, otherwise I might want to engage, but, like, I can't engage as much. That's basically it. It's like, I just can't try to reply to everything that I see in chat, and I absolutely can't reply to things I see in chat that I don't like. Because it creates a distraction, which in hardcore is deadly. If we were playing another version of the game, then it might not have had to be many changes like that. But like, especially in hardcore, I can't afford it. And that's all. Yep, we have mods now. They have free range of the ban hammer. I've told them to wield it liberally. So yeah. And also, like, you guys have been showing up. You know, there's a lot of you guys showing up. I really appreciate it. It's like, as a streamer, like, I never got to experience when you have 10 people in your chat. Because, you know, the channel had been around for a long time before I started streaming. So I didn't really get to skill up with it. The first time I turned on my stream to test it out, 100 of you guys showed up. Whereas, like, a lot of people who stream, they start with, like, a very, very small audience. And I feel like maybe that gives them some, like, more skill and more awareness of how to, like, play and interact. But I kind of started with what I consider for, like, a beginner to be a large number of you guys, like, willing to be here and wanting to hang out, which is awesome. But I got distracted, you know. I kind of, like, I overreached with how much that I try to reply to. Did we lose somebody in the guild just now? Did somebody die and I missed it? I don't feel like the death notifications are big enough. Yeah, I feel like I've missed a couple of death notifications while I've been playing. I like the death notifications that the add-on gave you because it had a big banner. No! Not Zenkai. Oh man. Am I just not seeing guild chat in my chat? It says I have guild chat marked. Let's turn that on. Huh. Okay. So weird. Maybe I have too many other things. Oh, I see the Fs now. I just missed them. I didn't see the alert. Guild death is separate. Oh, you're right. Thank you. It was... oh gosh. Okay, well that explains it, guys. That explains why I'm not seeing the death notification. Awesome. But yeah, the one that flashes up here, yeah, I just want it to be bigger. And I want it to have a sound effect as well. So that I'm, like, alerted. Oh, we leveled again. Nice. I wish, yeah, it'd be nice to have an add-on that would just do those simple things like take the death alert and then like do something bigger with it. Like, yeah, that would be cool. Something that just takes the current death alert and makes it bigger or makes it have a sound effect, like something to say like, hey, look in guild chat, somebody just bit it. Because I'd like to know. I'd like to actually see it when it happens. Something like a hardcore add-on? Well, no, I don't want the whole add-on though. Yeah, right. So to be fair, I could just turn on the hardcore add-on, and I could set it to guild messages. You know, that's not a terrible idea. You know, just having the add, I don't have to use it for anything else. That's not a terrible idea. You're not wrong, Zeal. You're not wrong. Because I probably could just do that, right? Let's get to the road here. It's relatively safe on the road. You know, instead of like, yeah, I could just do this. And then we could only use it for the alerts. Which I think I already have it configured to simply show only guild death. Right? This'll work, won't it? I don't think I have to change anything about the settings. I don't need that. Oh, there's the death log. I don't need that up. Guild only. Right? Guild only. Close. Are we good? It won't work. Guild death is a different event. Are we sure? We don't think what I just did will work? If I put this on guild only, you guys don't think this will let me see. Oh, it'll block mail, son of a biscuit. Okay. It wasn't as simple as I thought it could be. Yeah. I didn't really think about the fact that it actually blocks the auction house and the mailbox. Okay. Nothing in life is ever that simple, it turns out. Yeah, nothing in life is ever as simple as that. I should have known better. I should have known better. Let's go grab this little breadcrumb over here. And then we'll actually head up to the Fields of Grief. Vincent, she died to trolls. I got distracted by trolls. And in replying to and dealing with trolls, I let myself get hopelessly distracted. It was completely my fault. Yeah. So I've made some changes with how I play. I've made a couple changes. You'll notice that we have moderators. Oh god! I should have known better. Someone's like, make sure you go do that quest. I've never fought this guy before. This is the first time I've ever fought this guy. What was the point of all that? Besides, like, giving me a little startle, do we get any experience for it? He's... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I've never done this before. It says that it has a turn-in. But he's not. Give me a minute to rest now. Okay, he needed a minute to rest. Okay, cool. Nah, they took that stuff out, Tactical. Like, yeah, in Bloodsail Buccaneers, I think I would have been flagged. But they removed all of that stuff. Like, any quest that would have flagged you on the official servers, it doesn't flag you anymore. That was, like, some of the changes they made. Agent Dad, the Warlock? You're talking about Wrath of the Lich King? Yeah, I'll get back to the recorded stuff eventually. I'm like, you know, I'm hyper focused on hardcore. Everyone's really loving the hardcore. And I'll get back to my recorded stuff. But right now, I want to be spending my time here for the time being. But eventually, we'll get back to it. Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King is still a game. There's still going to be a Cataclysm that happens. I'm still going to want characters ready for the Cataclysm, so we will get back to it. It just isn't going to be right now. Let's see, skinning, probably capped, no, we're not capped out. I'll say probably capped out. We're close to being capped out. I have to train it soon, which we can do. There's a guy south of Brill that we can train at. Guy or Gale, I forget. Any level 60s in hardcore yet? Yeah. I think there have been a few mages that have hit level 60. Mm-hmm. There's probably more today. With every day that passes, there will be more and more, like, legitimate level 60s. I doubt we have any on right now. No, we have no 60s on right now. This is safe, right? No, it's not that safe. Let's do /who 50 to 55. No, one player. Level 50 Troll Hunter. Out in the Searing Gorge. That's the highest level I can find online right now on Skull Rock. Buffs are down. Thanks, Tactical. I appreciate it. Personally, I think that, like, a few of the people who hit 60 first were probably teams of people rotating on a character, and also taking copious amounts of prescription drugs. But that's just an opinion that I have. I could be wrong. But yeah, but it's a 200-hour journey, so, like, I don't know how a single person did it so quick. Zeal, thank you so much for the membership, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Andy, someone was telling me about the Deathlog add-on. I might check it out. Clint, yeah, in hardcore, I'd say, you know, this is like a do as I say, not as I do type thing, because, like, I've played through storms too. I've played through storms. I played during the storm that eventually flooded my street and my office. I played during that storm. Luckily, like, I ended it before the flooding came. But I would say it's very precarious to play while storming. You know, if you're a melee, you know, then like worst case scenario you disconnect and your auto attack probably kills the enemy you're fighting. PTR for the ICC patch, gonna be another JJ soon? TM. Nice, Robert, nice. Yeah, I think that'll be a good time to get back on the Warlock. I think a nice JJ would be good. Yeah, so yeah, as the warrior, like, you're probably okay. I remember we got DC'd on the Paladin in Swamp of Sorrows. And by the time I came back in, we had killed the enemy. Just with auto attacks, so you're probably good. Still, you know, I'd say be very careful. But you always are being careful anyway, so... Oh, the throwing weapon got it first. Tagging stuff as a mage. I should probably try to tag with the wand. It might be a little bit faster. Yeah, you could level an alt. Something you might care like a little bit less about if anything goes wrong. That's a good idea Alex had. Can mages use wands in retail? In retail, a wand counts as a weapon, so yes, they can. But it doesn't go into like a wand slot the way that wands do in Classic. It just becomes like your weapon, I believe, and then you can equip an offhand item. That's how I think it works. I know for sure you don't have a wand slot, that if you do equip a wand, it counts as a weapon. J-Tom, have a good rest of your day, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What class or faction would I recommend for someone that's new to hardcore? I would recommend something survivable. Probably with a heal, you know. Think about a priest. Think about a paladin, but understand paladin leveling is kind of slow. But if you're just starting off in hardcore, like having something that has a heal button at least, or a bubble, or like something like that would be very good. If you're trying to learn how to be careful and how to play in such a way that you don't die. Basically anything with a heal is a good place to start. Shaman, druid, paladin, priest. Yeah, priest is really good. Priest can do really good DPS, especially if you get a good wand early on, and they have power word shield, which like straight up just negates some damage. And they can heal. So like while you're shielded, you just heal yourself back up if you're hurt. Or you pop your bubble and you run away. Yeah, I really enjoyed our priest. I just know that I don't want to heal. I don't want to heal dungeons, and if I played a priest, I would feel obligated to heal. I'm okay with healing. Like I'm decent enough at it. I don't really worry about letting the group die. I just kind of find it boring. I've healed like most of my WoW career. I've spent healing or tanking. I've like 20 years later. I haven't really like been a DPS role. Whenever it comes to group content, over the last 20 years, I've primarily been healing, or I've been tanking. And I'm kind of wanting to retire from either of those things. And just do something different going forward. Yeah, I think like rudeness towards healers, I think is probably a little bit more prevalent in Wrath of the Lich King Heroic Plus and in Mythic Plus. I don't know. I've never really experienced a lot of negativity in Classic era. But then again, a lot of times, like, you know, firstly, we haven't done a lot of dungeons. Secondly, the few I have, I've done with some of you guys, so it's been like a safe environment. Yeah, when I was doing the Heroic Plus runs on Wrath, on the Paladin, yeah, some groups were pretty negative. And those runs were all about, like, making life harder for the healer. So yeah, like, the Heroic Plus and Heroic Plus Plus was all about, like, just the healer had to work harder. More damage went out, and the fights lasted longer, and the only person that really affects is the healer. And yeah, it was the Heroic Plus Plus runs that kind of made me decide to retire from healing. Not because I couldn't do it, but because, like, I just didn't feel like that was a great way to, like, increase difficulty. And I realized that was the only way that they were ever going to increase difficulty. What was to have the mobs deal more damage, was to have more damage dealing mechanics going out, and have the fights last longer, and that's just punishing on healers. So that kind of made me, like, make up my mind to be done with it. Retail healing is fun? Yeah, some people probably think so. What I don't like about retail healing is, like, the insistence that healers now also have to DPS. I just, like, I don't want to do both. Listen, if I'm going to DPS at all, I'm just going to play a DPS class. And, like, that's just kind of the way that retail went. Was that healers are now expected to have, like, some kind of minimum DPS. And the classes are built for it now. The classes are built assuming that you are going to be DPSing while you're healing. Because they're assuming that's what's going to make it fun for everybody. And I think it does make it fun for some people. But I also think it's just another thing that people have to do on top of healing. So I'm sure there are some healers that healed for a long time. And then once the meta kind of shifted to where healers had to deal damage in the runs, I think a lot of people probably stopped healing. But there were others who probably thought it was really cool. Like, oh cool, now I get to rock some damage too. It just isn't for me. I only need one more guy. Sorry, bud. I didn't really need a group. I really just need one more warrior dead. Alright. That was fun. So, we got the pumpkins, we got the warriors. The vile fins, we could fight some murlocs while we're up here. But let's not do that yet. Oh yeah, Graze, I'm sure that if you're a healer in hardcore and you're pugging, and like anything goes wrong or anybody dies, you are absolutely gonna get blamed hard. By most people. You know, there are some people out there who are probably gonna just be chill, and like whatever happens, happens, and they're not gonna make a big deal about it. But yes. Even if the tank overpulls, even if bad things happen, like, yeah, they'll blame the healer. Full disclosure, my wife just brought me a club sandwich with bacon on it, so I'm probably going to turn my camera off here once we're somewhere safe and eat. So I did not have any lunch before coming on the stream today. But yes, I have food. Marvelous foods. What do I think of fast food? I don't eat a lot of fast food. Every once in a while we will. Like if we just don't have dinner plans or we're in a rush or we're out on the road. Every other week we go to Five Guys. I don't know if I consider Five Guys fast food. It's pretty fast. That's true. Is Five Guys fast food, guys? What's your opinion on Five Guys? Fast food or like short order? I kind of think of it more as like a short order. Yeah, once we get back into, well, I could probably eat while I'm on the road here. You know what I might do, guys? I might do this. How long are we in? We're 2 hours in. Yeah, okay, I have a plan. There is a plan. Fast food has a drive-thru. Oh, okay, so it's like we're stipulating that, like, to be a fast food place, there has to be a drive-thru. That's what makes it fast. Okay. Yeah, in that case, then, like, not a lot of fast food. Five Guys is good if you, like, oh, Tactical, where are you at that Five Guys is so expensive? Usually we can feed all of us for, like, 40 bucks. Oh, no. Maybe I just don't know the price tag, because I'm yeah. I don't know. Shadow, did I see the fully automated McDonald's? Don't do this to me. Do you guys remember the day I was ranting about the robot boxes? How I went off, I was doing it to kind of agitate somebody, I think, but I went off on a big rant about how, like, all menial jobs should be automated, and I was talking about the robot boxes that you'd walk up, you type in your order, it would crap out your food. Don't mess with me, Shadow. Don't tell me there's a robot box that makes food if there's not, man, because I've wanted robot boxes for a long time. Like, one dude could remote into the McDonald's and he could control the whole McDonald's. We don't need a bunch of people doing stupid labor. Those people should be out making art or taking care of babies or something. Like, they don't need to be working at McDonald's. Like, so please don't get me going about the robot boxes. Unless it's a real thing. Because I'm going to look it up later. I want to see a fully automated McDonald's. Thank God for technology. Usually one meal at Five Guys by use $20 is insane. Joey, where do you guys live? I live in southeastern Michigan. It's kind of like a poor area. It's a lower income area. It's funny how they change prices so much, like based on where you're at in the country and what they perceive you can afford. Because yeah, nah, if it was 20 bucks a meal here, we couldn't really afford that, I don't think. Maybe every other week we could. But it would be tough. It'd be a tough decision. You live in the Chicago suburbs. Yeah, you live in Chicago. Yeah, I think like anytime you live in a big city or near a big city, your prices are higher. I think that's probably what it is. If we still lived in Kansas City, the price would probably be higher there than it is here. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Maybe I should double check the prices here. Maybe we're more expensive than I think we are. I don't know. I don't feel like it's nearly that much. The trickiest part of automated would be cleaning it. You know what I imagine is like, I don't even imagine you can go inside the box. I imagine the whole box is a robot. You are on the outside of the box, either driving up or walking up. You tap in your order, it spits it out through like a little chute. And yeah, there'd be stuff inside of it would have to be taken care of to some degree. Like, I can't imagine what would be going on inside the robot box. Every once in a while, people would have to come, crack the robot box open, and probably do some maintenance, you know? There'd be scheduled maintenance at your local McDonald's, where they'd have to go in and do maintenance. Yeah, something like that. And I think like if a robot box is making it, can't that bring the price down? Because then they don't have to pay for labor. It should make food cheaper. It should make like prepared food should be cheaper. If you're not paying for labor. So yeah, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little break here. Actually, I'm gonna park it at the inn. I'm gonna keep the stream going. Obviously, I'm gonna take about 7 or 8 minutes. If you guys want to hang around, I'd really appreciate it. If you don't want to hang around and listen to the weird tones here in the tavern, I totally get it, and I appreciate you being here. But yeah, I'm gonna pin a little comment. Right now it's 1:18. I will be back before 1:30 my time. So we'll do eating foods. back before 1:30 EST. And yeah, if you guys want to hang out, that'd be awesome. If not, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Alright guys, I am back. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Alright, so yeah, it's time to go north and do the Doomweed and take on the Rothides. And we'll probably go after the named guy. The named guy could be tough on a mage, although we can polymorph if there are multiple. Yeah, I am muted right now, but it's intentional. My wife is working on the other PC in here and had a question for me. So yeah, she's in here on my other computer, which I thought was dead, but wasn't dead. I thought we had lost it in the flood. It turns out that at some point I did something smart,, and I had unplugged it from power. So yeah, a day, oh, it was 2 days thinking that I lost it. I was trying to drain the capacitors on it and stuff, like I pulled the power cord out of the back of the computer but didn't realize that it wasn't plugged into the surge protector at all. I troubleshot it for like a whole day and then decided it was dead and then realized it just wasn't plugged in. It was bad. Yeah, Wolfhard, I do have a mute reflex that just kind of fires off a lot. So it's completely understandable for you to see my mouth moving and think, ah, Robert did it again. Usually though, like if I look over my shoulder like that, then I'm either talking to someone who's entered my office or my wife's in here hanging out. Yeah, Lael, for the main rig, I have like it's like a rack from like a bread truck. You know how they have like the plastic racks and they got all like the bread in them. They carry them in to stock the stores. I have one of those that keeps the main PC about 6 or 7 inches off the ground. The backup PC has wheels that are like 2-inch wheels, and so those kept it off the ground a bit. At first, I thought they had not kept it off the ground enough, but it turns out I was just being stupid. But yeah, all the other stuff is like completely off the ground. The router's up off the ground. It's just that it was the one backup PC that I had on the ground under the premise that like it did have wheels, so I knew it had a couple inches, and I never thought that the water in my office would ever get to be a couple inches deep. You know, we know that there's like, you know, obviously like basements do tend to leak sometimes, so we knew about a couple of small leaks. Always really easy to clean up and take care of, but this was a whole nother level of badness. The warrior made it to level 18? I want to say 18, but I don't rightly remember. This guy wants to go take on Magadai, so I feel like that's fine. Those are hyper spawns. That was almost scary, even for 2 of us. Yeah, the whole field is respawning. Well, let's come over this way by the barn and just kind of get out of the middle of the field. Justin, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. Why can't we have a target's life bar with numbers? I don't know. I think that in Classic Era they just didn't want you to know how much HP the enemy had. I'm sure there's an add-on that does that. But I don't think there's a way to turn it on in like the default UI. Yeah, even when we target ourselves, we can't see our HP numbers. Jason, I think that works for like our HP. I'll take a look. I don't think it works for like the enemy stuff. And yeah, I think they just wanted it to be like a secret. We can get somewhere safe and have a little look. What would we type? Display. Oh. Okay. What is this referring to, though? Determines what type of health text show in the raid frames. Oh, this is a raid frame thing. Okay. Yeah, that's not like an enemy thing. Is this Wrath of the Lich King? No. It's Classic Era. Level 9, you got 128 crit. Yeah. It's big. Big damage. Well, that was a nasty resist on the fireball. Cage has died. Level 11 in the dead field. By a son of Aragorn. Oh my gosh. F's. No, not to son of Aragorn. Yeah, I wish I would have died to son of Aragorn instead of the way we died. That would have been a more honorable death. If I was trying to get someone new into the game, would I recommend retail or classic? Classic. If you're brand new to WoW, like, you're gonna get into retail, and like, you're gonna be fine through Exile's Reach, and then you're gonna get dumped into your starting city, and you're not gonna know what the hell is going on. Yeah, they do a fine job in Exile's Reach, and then you get dumped out into the world, and there's like a billion quests to pick up, a billion command boards to click on. You go to Borealis Harbor, then they send you right back to Stormwind, and you're kind of confused about what to do then. Yeah, I would say play Classic first, and then if you want to play retail, like, they just, like, a new player would need help to play retail, because a new player, to have a good experience, you want them to do Exile's Reach, and then you want them to go to, like, Elwyn Forest. You don't want to let a new player go into BFA content, because it's just not going to be a fun or enjoyable or sensical experience. So I would always recommend, like, new people to the game, they check out Classic first. It's going to be easier to learn, it's going to be easier to learn everything in Classic. Bernie, legit question. If you've been listening to me, which you clearly haven't been, I do take absolute responsibility for the fact that I got trolled and I got killed. Yeah, like, nothing. I never said that someone else was responsible for it. I just explained what happened. I had trolls. I tried to deal with them myself. I couldn't do it in play, and I died. Legitimate answer. And if you didn't hear that in the words I said, then you weren't listening. Which would make sense, because you're probably a troll too. Thanks, guys. Alright, up to the Murlocs now. Am I liking the gameplay in the Mage as much as the Warrior? Not as much, not yet. I think I will, because I like the Mage a lot. But I was having a really fun time on the Warrior. I love charging in, yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be as fun in like a different way. And yeah, we've been a lot more mana efficient than I thought we were gonna be. Now, like, that might change over time, but I've been pleasantly surprised at like how little mana I actually have to use. Yeah, it's been good so far. Oh, we got lightning coming in. Oh, he's shooting the lightning. Okay, we don't have a second guy. We just have the one. Will I AoE? I want to learn how to AoE. Yeah. Once we are at the level where we have enough talent points to make it work, we will do a respec, and I'd like to learn how to AoE pull. I've never done it before. So I would like to figure out how to do it. And, you know, we're not going to do it, like, to level all the way up, but I wouldn't mind being able to, like, grind out a level every once in a while by doing it that way. I think that would be, like, a fun change of pace. I left some loot behind. I'll go look. Oh, look at that. There's a green on it. Oh, no. Our inventory's full. It's bad. Oh, here we go. I said I would use this when the inventory got full. So, there we go. It turned us into a ninja. So, yeah. We're a ninja now. Cadus, I appreciate that, man. I will check it out. I have not been paying attention to guild chat at all, unfortunately. Austin, thank you so much for the membership, man. Welcome. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. I really don't want to be out here with a full inventory, but I think we can finish this quest. Yeah, it's not... I'm not happy about it. Oh, but I think we should just finish the quest. That way we don't have to fight more Murlocs at a later time. Alright, there we go. Let's get out of here. I know we're leaving lots of money on the ground, which is never good. Can we hearth out? We can hearth out, and I actually would not mind hearthing out. Let's do that. Clockwords, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here. Mr. Wizzle, Mr. Wizzy, thank you for checking out the stream. Victoria, I appreciate you being here. And Bella, good afternoon. Alright, so... let's see, let's turn everything in. I still am kind of thrown off by the fact that we are now a human female. It just keeps throwing me off. We're level 9. We trained level 8, pretty sure. Will we get level 10 from this stuff? That would be nice. When we dressing room though, we're still an undead. We're like very, very close. We're on the very edge of level 10. One more kill. A stiff breeze could level us. Discovering a new area could level us at this point. We gotta do one thing. Let's go down to the skinning trainer. We need to train the next rank of skinning, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're 60 out of 75. We will fight a couple things on the way, and that should get us level 10. The bats have social aggro, even though they're not aggressive. I did not know that was a thing. Now I'm better educated, which won't matter if I get us killed. Okay, we're fine, maybe? We're fine, yeah. So the bats have social aggro, even though they're not aggressive. I just didn't even think about it. I thought, like, non-aggressive mob is non-aggressive. Unless, like, I know some mobs call for help, you know. I understand that I just never knew that, like, two non-aggressive mobs standing together could social aggro. 20 years later, here we are. Talent points. So for talent points, we're gonna want basically every single talent in the entire frost tree, because they're all amazing. So what am I gonna take first? I'm probably just gonna have to go improve Frostbolt. Yeah, we go 5 here. In this next tier, I want everything. I want Ice Shards. I want Frostbite. I want improved Frost Nova. I want Permafrost. Like, in this tier, and like every tier after this, like, you basically want every single thing. It's a difficult tree just because there's so many really sexy talents. Alright, now we'll go back and train. I should have refilled my coffee on the break. I don't know what I was thinking. I need to buy something off of the vendor. Yeah, we need coarse thread. There we go. That one's complete now. Samuel, I didn't die, but the warrior did. I'm fine. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I got the warrior killed. It was absolutely 100% my fault that I got distracted by trolls. Yeah. I got distracted. That same thing won't happen again. Alright, here's the mage quest that we're probably not gonna do because I think this is the one that spawns like 3 guys. Maybe not the first part of it, but like the second part of it. Conjure Water rank 2, awesome. Frost Armor rank 2, okay, and Frost Nova. Now we're talking. Yeah, Steven, for a while we're gonna build like we're gonna do the single target build for a while, and then once we have enough talent points that we think we could do like a successful AoE build, then we'll respec. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna, so yeah, initially we're just gonna take single target talents. I know that for sure we have to get down here before AoE even becomes viable. So we'll hold off. We'll do just a single target build for a little bit. And then once we have whatever we think we need, like enough talent points to buy what we need, we'll do a respec. And I will, and I'll probably do a little bit of research on it and see like when that threshold is passed. But I know at least we have to get down to here before we can think about it, right? So yeah, that's the plan behind that. Single target build for now. Horde is better than the trolls are on your side. Yeah, I thought the trolls were on my side, but they weren't, man. They weren't on my side at all. No, they wanted to get me killed, and they succeeded. That's the worst part, is we let them taste victory. I'm gonna fire some stuff off to the bank alts. Seems like a good idea. What do we have here? I already have better, but thank you. But we're already... I think we're already good with our pants. Johnny, good afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. Clint, have a good day, man. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, what do we want to do next? We have level 7 Scarlet Insignia rings. That's going to be handled over this way. With Captain Perrine and the kill quest. Okay, yeah, we can go do this, I think. Level 10 on a level 9 quest. That should be okay. Otherwise... Oh, you know, we didn't get the grave robbers. Huh. Okay. For some reason I thought we had gotten everybody we needed, but no, let's go do this one. Let's finish the one we started, and we didn't complete. No, we didn't finish it. Johnny, that's awesome though. Happy birthday to your girl. That's great. On the same note, I am so glad that I did not have a daughter. I can't imagine. I can't imagine how worrisome it must get. I'm happy that I had a son. Not that like some of the same worries are not present, but I think I run from this. Yeah, let's just be really safe. I could do this. No, I can't. Invalid target. Oh, because they're undead. Polymorph only works on beast, humanoids, and critters. We can't polymorph undead, and those guys are undead. Yeah, like I can barely like stand up to my son and be firm with my son. If I had a daughter, I don't know, she'd probably just steamroll over me. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably have absolutely zero authority. I already feel like I basically have zero authority, so it would probably be worse. And I wouldn't care. Not only would I have no authority, I probably just wouldn't even care. But that makes it hard to like, you know, enforce like good rules as they get older. If you start off from a place of like having no authority, it probably gets really hard to like protect and do all those things that you got to do as they grow up. Johnny, it's the same. They steamroll over you, no authority. Yeah. Yeah, that's what would happen to me. How's the mage going? The mage is going pretty good. I'm growing into the mage as we play today. Yeah. When I started the mage, I was still like I was pretty distraught still about losing the warrior, but like every hour that passes on the mage, I'm starting to like it. So I'm starting to like it, which means I will start taking better care of it, and we should go far. I want to at least get past level 19. The goal is to at least get farther than the last character got, you know? My Dead Warriors, I didn't delete it yet because it had mail. I went to delete it and it said that they had mail. And so I kind of like, I guess I didn't really troubleshoot the problem after that. I just kind of gave up. I think what I have to do is I have to transfer it off the realm, right? Over to somewhere where it can get its mail, and then I can delete if I want. I will look at the character transfer option today, and I'll see if I can move it over and just get it out. What rank is it in the guild? Since I handed guild leader over, like what? Did it go to like a member rank? It's kind of weird. Johnny, your wife has the final say when it comes to the girls. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Yeah, that's probably fair. Especially if you're in a position of like a lack of authority, where like you might be swayed a little bit more than her. So like that makes sense. When I transfer it, yeah. Can you transfer if you have mail? Uh-oh. Steven, that's a good question. Yeah, can you transfer if you have mail? I might be stuck forever. I do feel like you might... Okay, you think you can. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try. I don't want to fill up the guild with all of my dead characters, because that will definitely happen. How are we doing in the guild? Let's see. Oh, 100. We passed 100 members today. That's actually shocking. I remember when I wasn't sure if I could even get 10 of you guys in one place at one time to sign the guild charter. I remember when I was like, well, there's probably no way that 10 people can get on at the same time in the same place and even do this, but we'll try. And now we have over 100 people in the guild. That's pretty amazing, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Rexgar, you got a new PC and mouse? Hey, man. Yeah, it's gonna be good to see it. We have the guild going strong and everything. That's awesome. That's like super exciting. So we can transfer with mail. Okay, that's good at least. It would be weird for them to get us in a situation where we'd be stuck as a ghost forever, but you know, leave it to Blizz to do something like that. Jason, yeah, a lot better than when we had the guild in Season of Mastery, when we had like 7 people in the guild. Yeah. That was what I kept thinking of when I was gonna do this guild. I was like, well, last time I wasn't even guild master, I didn't do the inviting, like, yeah. And so yeah, I remember the tiny little Season of Mastery guild. Uh-huh. We've come a long way in 2 years. Almost 2 years since then. It'll be two years in November, I think. Yeah, it's like building the community up and being able to do things like this, like having a guild. That's been one of the biggest joys of streaming, is being able to hang out with you guys and just seeing the community grow. It's been really amazing. Gul'dan, Jason, yeah, Gul'dan didn't just bail though. To be fair, Gul'dan had a chat with me like before he left. Yeah, he really wanted to raid. Like he was playing a lot. He really wanted to raid. And he got an offer to join a guild that was a raiding guild, and yeah. So he had a chat with me before he left. Yep, and that was fine, like, yeah, because I was never gonna raid in the Season of Mastery. I think he started to realize that, you know what I mean? He's because I was not leveling very quickly. I was only playing for like an hour or so a day, and it just wasn't the pace that he was playing at. So I totally understood. Because at the time in Season of Mastery, I didn't really have any plans to raid. Part of it was because I knew we didn't have a full guild, you know, we weren't going to be able to do like big endgame stuff. He wanted to do the big endgame stuff, which I totally get. Carnifexia, would I say that I enjoy WoW more while streaming? Absolutely, like 300%. Yeah, and I love the game anyway. I would play the game alone in a vacuum, but yeah, streaming it with you guys and hanging out, being able to chat about the game and about other stuff while we play, like it's like 300% more. It's been pretty amazing. I'm like super grateful for all you guys. All right, what are we doing now? we got this one right here. Scarlet Insignia rings. Let's go after that one. Yeah, 99% of you guys are super chill. Obviously, we have like a 1% troll population. But like, mostly the trolls lurk unless they get emboldened by like a mega troll. Eric, am I a craft beer drinker? Occasionally. Yep. Yep. Occasionally, sure. Why not? Oh yeah, Daniel, because we're human. Yeah, I can see how some people would jump in and they'd be like, oh no, not again. Yeah, I get it. It's weird, right? Favorites? Nah, I don't really have a lot of favorites. Usually it's just like IPAs recently. Recently IPAs. Various ones. Two-Hearted Ale is really good, also. Stefan, thank you, man. It's been 100% better than yesterday. Yeah. Buffs. Thank you. We do need buffs. And we need mana. Raw blueberry flavored IPA? That seems very unique. We have some like Juice Force stuff right now. That's like I don't taste the juiciness. It still just tastes like beer to me. But apparently there are supposed to be like some fruity overtones to it. Sismical, good. Good. It should. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good mentality to have, man. Yeah, well, like when I was younger, I avoided everything. I avoided everything out of fear. You know, I've never smoked a cigarette because I had asthma. my asthma saved me from like a lot of bad habits when I was growing up. And like same thing with alcohol. Like yeah, I didn't have my first beer till much later in life than most people, especially like where I grew up. Because it was because of fear, you know. I didn't want anything to alter my mental or physical state. I thought that once something altered my mental or physical state, like I would be completely out of control, wouldn't be able to trust myself, and then like I always worried about like addictions and stuff like that. So yeah, but fear is a good thing to have, absolutely. Because ultimately, I mean, you're probably going to be healthier ultimately. That's one thing. Nick, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. Joshua, absolutely. Better to be lame, man. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it's definitely better, especially at that age, just to be totally lame than to take chances with anything. And yeah, I consider myself lucky to have just been afraid of everything. It worked out much better for my life, I'm sure. And Joey, that's the time that it's okay, because by that age, like, you're not going to damage your brain in the same way that you might have had you started younger. Yeah, I would definitely always recommend that your frontal lobe be fully developed. Have a fully developed brain first, and then start killing brain cells. But yeah, let your brain fully mature, and usually, like, I think for men that happens sometime around like 21 or 22 is when your frontal lobe finally is like developed the whole way. Before that, you can do untold damage to it. Doom, hello. Hello from Michigan. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, trying to quit like tobacco smoking. Yeah, it's like, I hear it's basically impossible for people to do that. Possibly the most addictive thing on the planet, I don't know. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're fine now. Let's kill him. Let's back off a little bit, hit him with a frostbolt so he slows down. Okay, that was a nice crit. I appreciate the crit. The crit was good. The crit was OP. And he's running. We're fine. That was good. Perfect. Now, I can't go in there and loot, because he's going to respawn pretty quickly. I'm worried if I go in there and loot, we get surrounded. So I know I'm leaving loot there, but I kind of have to. Shadow, you might have. Yeah. It's just a thing, like, basically, like, before your brain is, like, done growing, if you do things like that, it can cause more damage than it would after the fact. Now, Ken is the operative word, because obviously, a lot of it depends on how much you do, how frequently, etc. But yeah, it's probably only a few IQ points, man. You're probably smart enough, you don't need those IQ points anyway. Polymorph if he respawns? Yeah, I'll get jumped. Frost Nova does not save you from Son of Aracle, that's right. It doesn't save you from an elite who's like 10 levels higher than you. That's true. He didn't instant respawn, I don't think. That's kind of weird. Oh wait, he did. This person killed him. Tom, congratulations, man. That's awesome. It's awesome that you were able to do that. So many people I've known who like have smoked, they can't ever fully quit. You know, they'll quit for a while, right? That's what it feels like, is like they can quit for a little while, but eventually there's an excuse to go back, you know? Do I think there will be a Cataclysm Classic? Yeah, absolutely. I think we will get an announcement for Cataclysm Classic during BlizzCon this year. And I think we'll see Cataclysm Classic on our PCs by summer of 2024. Yep, I think that by next August or next September, we will be playing Cataclysm Classic. Absolutely. What is this cave over? Is this the rear entrance to the Undercity? Is that what this cave is? I don't think I've ever, like, seen this on foot. You fly through this. But I don't think I've ever seen this on foot. Discovered the Undercity. Great. No chance we can convince them on Classic Plus? Not really, no. What they're doing is that they're going to do seasons of Classic Era. They'll do seasons, and what we can hopefully convince them of is I hope we can convince them to do compelling seasons that have interesting mechanics and changes. I think if they look at some of the private server stuff, and they just wrap some of those ideas into different seasons of Classic Era, I think that would be the way to go, and I think that would make people happy who want Classic Plus to some extent. But when people talk about Classic Plus, like new zones, new raids, new 5-mans, I don't think that's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to be a couple years down the road. I think that Cataclysm has to run its course. I'm kind of worried that Mist of Pandaria will also get a classic release. And then if Classic Era is still doing well, if Classic Era does well through the Cataclysm, like it is right now, like how right now, like more people are playing Classic Era Hardcore than are playing Wrath of the Lich King. If that continues, and it continues into Cataclysm, and people are playing the seasons of Classic Era, and they're playing Hardcore and stuff like that, then I can absolutely see them eventually having Classic Plus in Classic Era the way we want. But I think we're a couple years out. I think we're a couple years out. $24 for Dragonflight? Just to see the content? I feel like that's a really good price. Yeah, if you just want to play Dragonflight to see like the zones and the enemies and like some of the story stuff, I feel like it's a really good price. Yeah, absolutely. They don't often put the current expansion like on sale when a new expansion's not coming out right away. So that's good. Yeah, Alex, it's possible. I used to think they would never do Classic Plus content like that, but now I think that they might, but that it's a couple years away. I think that they might, because I think they're gonna have to see, you know, they have numbers. Blizzard has data. I don't know if they have people who know how to read the data. But they have data. They can see who's playing what version of the game. They can see how many characters get created a day. They can see like how active people are throughout the different versions. And they know that more people are playing Classic Era than are playing Lich King. And if that were to continue into Cataclysm, because there will be a big spike at launch, like a bunch of people will go play Cata, and then it's probably going to drop off. And I think if they keep seeing that, like, finally it'll sink into them that, like, there is a way to make content for Classic Era. To make Classic Plus content. To make players happy. To bring new people to the game. To bring returning people to the game. Because they need to try harder to get new people interested in Classic Era. Because Classic Era is such, like, an easier to learn, like, easier to, like, absorb version of the game. And it's so much fun. Like, they need to focus, they need to get some PR campaigns going, and they need to find a way to expose non-WoW players to Classic Era Classic. Because I think, like people will like it. You know? I think even, like, new people who have never played WoW before could get into Classic Era, and they could enjoy it. They could grow to love it the way that we all did. Yeah, they should look at old school RuneScape and take a look at what they've done. Absolutely. Yeah, you'd think they could see that and see the success that it is and know that they could make Classic Plus and they could make it an even bigger success. Oh yeah, yeah. You're confused, Layfan son? Yeah, we got this going on. We got deviant food or something. Robert, you think pre-patch for Cataclysm in February 2024? That would be soon. I wouldn't be against that. I mean, at this point, like, I'm basically over Lich King. Like, I'm basically done with it, you know? When I'm leveling up in Lich King, it's to have characters ready to go into the Cataclysm. At this point, that's what it is. So I'm ready for Cata whenever they want to put it out, to be honest. We talked yesterday how I forgot that Ruby Sanctum existed. I forgot there was anything after Ice Crown. I have no memories of Ruby Sanctum, except that it must have involved red dragons. And so if they want to crank out ICC and then crank out Ruby Sanctum, I think people would be fine with that at this point. I don't think a lot of people would be like super upset that they would power through the rest. Especially, listen, we only had Burning Crusade for a single year. So compared to that, it's felt like we've had Wrath for a while. You know? It was fun, but a hard boss. Was it? It was like a mini raid, right? It was like 1 or 2 bosses. Yeah, it probably was more difficult. What I think of though is like when you kill Arthas, like you killed Arthas. Like you literally have killed the Lich King. That probably should have been the climax of the whole expansion. From what people told me, like Ruby Sanctum was kind of like a hold me over raid that maybe they didn't even have planned originally, and they just kind of like spit out on the fly. Yeah, Robert, what are they going to call the heroic plus plus plus? we've got alpha, beta dungeons, alpha rune dungeons, beta rune. I guess what's next? Gamma rune? Delta rune? Charlie, damn it, it is Charlie. That's not gonna flow right. Charlie, we're doing the Charlie rune dungeon. Charlie Rune, it sounds like a comedian from the 50s. Next up, we have Charlie Rune. They're gonna do the whole alphabet, yeah. At least it won't be Beta Rune. They're like, oh hey, we're testing dungeons today. No, we're doing heroic plus plus. I think they'll skip Charlie and go right to Delta. I honestly don't think they thought it through all the way. Because if they thought it through at all, they would have just called them Heroic Plus and Heroic Plus Plus, like the community did. So I really don't think they thought it through. I shouldn't be, but I'm kind of shocked that we only have 3 rings. I shouldn't be shocked, but I kind of am. Blizzard not thinking something through? No. No, impossible. There's no way that... no. Heroic plus squared? Yes. It's gotta be cubed, yeah. Yeah, but they are gonna have to make another tier of difficulty, aren't they? If they want to keep having it as a way for people to get like relevant gear, then they're absolutely gonna have to have a heroic plus 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 for ICC. And then if Ruby Sanctum comes out, they're gonna have to have a heroic plus 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 plus. That's gonna be too many pluses. You know what I mean? Eventually they're gonna have to like fold them up or something. They're gonna have to like get rid of some of them. It's H3? H3 is better, yeah. H to the 3rd. We're using the Hummer naming mechanics now? Yes. There's never too many pluses. Fair. Yeah, and then what happens in Cataclysm? Do we go through the same thing? Do we get like heroics on launch? And then we get heroic plus after the second raid tier comes out? And like, do they do the same thing again? Do they do something different? Like, are they stuck doing it now? Now that they did it for Lich King, are they gonna have to do it again for Cataclysm? Because if you don't, like, people are gonna be upset. Like, oh, we don't get any heroic plus runs? No Titan Rune beta keys? For Cataclysm? Cataclysm's dead game. So we have to assume we're going to see the same kind of thing crop up in Cata. Yeah. I like the idea of harder 5-mans. I don't like the fact that harder 5-mans really only meant that it was going to be hard on the healer. And I don't know, like, if there's a good way around that. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, what they'll do is like, yeah, here's the thing, yeah, the week 1 heroics were really hard. Right, so what they're gonna do is like, they're not gonna release those at launch, right? They're gonna release however the game was in its last patch. But then, for the heroic plus, that's when you're gonna get to experience the week 1 heroic difficulty, which was actually like really challenging. I remember having to like, everybody that had a CC, you had to use it every pull. If you had 3 CCs, you wanted to use all 3 CCs. Because you were going to need them. Camping King, are we going to do Alliance anytime soon? I'm not sure. I'm unsure. We have a guild now. I didn't think about it a lot, because like I didn't think that we'd have such a big guild. I'm super happy that like so many of you guys are interested in playing. So I never really anticipated a big guild, but now we have a pretty big guild. And so I'm gonna stick it out on Horde side for a little while. Because when I go to the Alliance side, like, then we're gonna have to remake a guild over there. And then we're gonna have 2 guilds going. Which is interesting and confusing. Yeah, we could do that, but then what I worry about is like, then have I abandoned my guild here? Like if I go to the Alliance side at all to do Alliance stuff, it feels like I'm abandoning the guild here. Even if all of you guys just also come over to the Alliance side. I think that eventually eventually we probably will end up on some Alliance characters. Yeah. At some point, it's gonna happen. But I think if this character gets killed, I have at least one more Horde character in me. I want to go female orc rogue. Female orc rogue. I have at least that character in me on the Horde side. And you know, after that, then question mark, question mark, question mark. Ideally, I want to get a character into like the 30s and 40s on Horde side. And then I can start an Alliance character to let the Horde character get rested XP every once in a while. Kind of like alternate days, you know, one day we stream on the Horde character, the other days, 2 days in a row we'll stream Alliance, and we'll kind of let the Horde character get rested XP. That would be kind of like my ideal scenario for how we start playing Alliance, is not that I've killed a bunch of Horde characters, but that we've got one into the 40s, where they'll benefit a lot from having some rested XP. That's kind of what I want to do. I don't want to move to Alliance side and not be playing Horde with the people here who are going to stay Horde in the guild. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. I don't think anybody would care too much, because like most of you guys kind of know how I play hardcore. You know, because I faction jump all the time. I used to faction jump almost every time I died. I would faction jump. So and a lot of you guys know that. And a lot of you guys are cool with playing either faction. So yeah, I think eventually we will be doing some Alliance stuff. Absolutely. It's just a matter of when. It's a matter of when and circumstances. Robert, I might be on later, yeah? If so, I'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate you. We do say body type A now, yes. We do say body type A, body type B. Like most of us know what it means. You can't get offended over terminology that's designed to not offend people. See, Alex just learned how to navigate the Horde cities. I don't want to. I want to let him like grow into some more more Horde stuff. I don't want to rip him back to the Horde, or to the Alliance rather. You know, he's finally getting comfortable here on the Horde side. I feel like we stay Horde for a while. If you get lost in Undersea, keep going. I missed it. Keep going. You'll be back. Yeah, I want to stay on Horde for a while, and then eventually we'll have an Alliance character going also. I just don't know what I would do on the Alliance side these days. We did so much Alliance. We did so much Alliance. And I don't know what else I would do over there that would be like new or fresh. I think if I went on Alliance, I would go on Defias Pillagers. Yeah. I think I would go to the other server. Just to see it, you know? What server is this? This is Skull Rock. Yeah, this is the West Coast server. And then Defias Pillagers East Coast. Now, originally I thought that most Alliance players, like 60-40, would go on Defias Pillager, and most Horde players, 60-40, would go on Skull Rock. We don't have those numbers yet. So there's not really any way to know right now whether or not I was right. I could easily have been wrong about this. And if I was wrong about it, if the servers are both like 50-50 split, nothing would make me happier. To see two like really healthy WoW servers with an even faction split. Rexar, you think the other server is for Alliance? Does it seem like it pops off more on Alliance over there? Because that's what I thought Blizzard was trying to like funnel people. Because people usually decide one way or another. Like, in World of Warcraft, a server usually becomes mostly Horde or mostly Alliance. Unless you only have one choice. Like, when we were doing hardcore on Bloodsail Buccaneers, that was the only place in the States to do that, so it had a pretty healthy balance. But when given two choices, WoW players usually split the factions up. Yeah, Blood Moon, this is, we ate some deviant fish or something. We ate something deviant. And so we became deviant. And for some reason that made us into a ninja lady. We've got 7 more minutes on it. And then we're gonna be grotesque again. Wait, Defias Pillager's a hot mess? Nurse Justin? Is it a hot mess because it's so poppin'? It's so poppin' that we can't handle it? I kinda don't mind when things are a hot mess, honestly. It makes it exciting. The entire internet saying they named that way on purpose. Yeah, Rexar, I thought so too. I thought Blizzard was trying to like, because Blizzard knows what people do, right? So I thought they were just trying to guide us to the right server. That way, like, that way you don't end up playing on a server, on a faction, and then like a couple months in you realize that it's dead for your faction. Anybody ever have that experience in WoW? You fire up a character on a server you're not familiar with, you play for a while, you look around and there's not a lot of players, and then you do a little bit of research and you find out that the server you're on is 90% the faction that you're not playing. Like, that's happened to people, I'm sure. It's happened to me. Blood Moon, my warrior is dead. I got distracted by trolls in chat, and I let myself get distracted, and I let myself get killed. We've changed some things around the channel. we have mods now that can do the things that I would do that I don't have to do myself, like kick people. So now that I have mods, I can like pay a little bit less attention to every little thing in chat, and I could focus a little bit more on actually playing the game. Lee, that happened to you in TBC. Yeah, you were Horde on a 90% Alliance server. Yeah, that's why I figured that Blizzard was kind of trying to guide us. That's why we went Horde on Skull Rock. Even though it's a West Coast server and I'm East Coast, we went Horde on Skull Rock because I kind of thought that's what majority people would do. Yeah. That's kind of what I expected people to do. And like, so right now I don't know if that's true. Because I haven't played on Defias Pillager at all. And I haven't seen any actual numbers posted on Warcraft Tavern. So I'm hoping there are numbers eventually. Hey Alex, you got storms coming through, man? Be safe. Be safe in real life, firstly. But also in hardcore WoW. Like, don't die. And also in real life, be safe. Primarily. Oh, is a big temperature drop off? Oof. Time to play an alt. Yep. That's a good tactic. Whenever you think like, hey, internet might go out, yeah, jump on an alt that you don't care so much about. Definitely a good tactic. It lets you keep playing the game, you know. Yeah, Blood Moon, you have the hurricane coming towards Florida. Oh god, I hate hurricanes. I don't know how you can live in a place where you might have to evacuate. It's so scary to me to think about living in a place that like I just might have to leave. I might just have to leave one day and like come back later and hope everything's fine. Like my anxiety would not let that happen. Like with my anxiety, like I could never live in a place just waiting for the time when I had to evacuate. It would drive me crazy. It would drive me nuts. And then on top of that, like, man, if you have to evacuate, it's like, it's so disruptive to life. Life is hard enough as it is, like, without having to possibly run away from a hurricane. I don't know if I could do it. Orlando's always safe. It's in a part that doesn't get, like, the big storm wall. Yeah, I mean, earthquakes are worse because you don't really get a warning the way you do with a hurricane. Like, it just is something that I feel like just happens. Oh, everyone evacuates to Orlando. Okay, well, you're in a good spot in Florida. I feel bad for everybody else in the southern and coastal parts. So it sounds really terrible to have to like leave your home. And then you don't know if you're gonna come back and like what you're gonna find when you come back. Orange Filter, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. We have 7 out of 10 Scarlet Rings. Has it been a really low drop rate, or has my kill rate just not been very high? I have let myself like engage a bit more with chat, and I've been a little bit distracted, but I feel like it's been fine. You'd rather have earthquakes than tornadoes or hurricanes? Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the magnitude of all those things, right? It would probably depend on the magnitude of all those things. We're gonna say goodbye to our ninja lady here in 69 seconds. Nice. In a couple of seconds here. She's gonna go bye-bye. And we're gonna be back to a Forsaken with floating sleeves, because everyone likes a good floating sleeve. Script, good evening, man. Thanks for being here. Alex, you got back to the inn and then you lost power? Ooh. Nice. I mean, not nice that you lost power. Nice that you got back to the inn. I hope it doesn't, like, go out and stay out, though. And we're back. Yeah. It was a good time. But now we're Forsaken again. Alright, what do we want to do now? We need to go back and turn it in first. That's the first thing, and then we'll kind of come up with a plan. I'd love to loot. I'd love to loot. Go hyperspawns. Samuel, they have the Soul of Iron buff is active. I thought that was only in Season of Mastery. I did not know that. Do I need a greater wand? I think we're getting to that point. Yeah, we have the lesser wand right now. We're only level 10, so I think we need a few more levels. But yeah, I'll be ready for a greater wand by level 13. I think it's equipable at 13. Otherwise, I mean, I could also buy one on the auction house. But yeah. Absolutely. Sounds amazing. I need to remember to get on my bank alt after I log out today and put some stuff on the auction house. Speaking of bank alt, what do I want to send? Let's see. We'll send the leather. We'll send the malachite. Any greens? I don't think I have any greens. Nope. That is actually it. Thank you, Bloodmoon. I appreciate that. Alright, let's see. Hey, Anubis. Yeah, we're still at it. Slow but steady. We haven't been going very fast, but we are still at it. Captain Vakan is the guy over here somewhere. Proof of demise. Oh, okay. Yeah, turn everything in, Robert. It's fine. Nope, nothing too crazy has happened. We haven't had any like really big close calls or anything like that. Nearly level 11. Alright, so the next stuff that we'll probably do, we need to go out to the Agamon Mills. Now, we are level 10. Some of these guys might be level 9 or 10, but I feel like that's our next stop. Once we do some of that stuff, we head back over to Durotar, and we'll do all the level 7, 8, 9. We'll do all of the stuff down in the Echo Isles. That is the plan, guys, but that is going to be next time. It's getting close to 3 o'clock. I'm going to be going to pick up my son from school in a little while here, so I am going to take a break here. I want to get back on later for a little while, kind of like we did last night. We weren't on very long last night. We were on for like an hour and a half. But I do want to get back on later, so if it works out that I have the time and the energy, I definitely will be back later. I will try to schedule the stream a little bit in advance if that's the case. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a great time. I really appreciate you all hanging out. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.